presented Boxing After Dark.
Fight talk, can't hit a thing with the lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Hold on. Fight talk, can't hit a thing when your lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Might win, might lose, or might draw. Welcome to the combat talk. Haters in love, but it comeback salt. If you really want it in the ring, I gon' send a contract off, knock his contacts out. You a field mice trying to take a viper. Ain't no competition in the ring of cipher. Cause I'm spitting venom and I'm swinging fire. Talking pickle peppers, make 'em pay the piper. Cause I might go left like a rude discussion and deflate your chest like a boob reduction. You be talking like you want a new concussion. Send a dude a custom attitude adjustment. These are fighting words, better give me that respect that I deserve. For another knuckle sandwich I would serve. Have him tipping, moving like a tire swerve. Out here acting bad, thinking Michael Jackson. Even got his one and only homie capping. You a phony homie, now you owe me action. Have him singing Tony Braxton. And they all wanna talk for attention, but the fame only lasts for an instant. Mama got hands, so I'm bred for the tension. I'ma leave him red, you can dance to redemption.
What's going on, people? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Combat Talk with the King. Hope everybody got their drink situations ready for this Charlo Castano 2. This is gonna be some stuff today, boy. I'm predicting maybe fight of the year, be honest with you. So today it's Pina Colada. Ooh, it's mixing. Let me see who that was. Good, another good fight. That's right, Sam. Sean, that's what's up. Let me zoom this up, man. I don't got Sovereign out here reading my super chats being extra great. So I gotta do this myself. What was that about right there? That looked kinda weird on the screen. Oh, yo, I think Addict still got whatchamacallit. What the hell just happened? Oh my God. Yo, I got a little green thing there that I gotta get off of there. Let me see. Fix that right there. Yeah, devil be busy as hell, boy. They be busy as hell. Let me see if I can get that a little bit clearer for y'all. You can't. Let me see. Fixing that. Yo, I think that green screen. Yo, Addict. I think that green screen thing is still on in the background, and I gotta get that thing off of there. Cause yo, we was doing this green screen thing, and I gotta get that off of there. I don't know what the hell is going on. Let me see. Was it in this right here? We got Jaron Ennis. That's that fight today. I cannot wait to see that fight. Yo, Addict, I know you watching. Text me right now how to pop that green screen thing off. Because for some weird reason, our hats is right there. You see the show right there? I don't know. It's just weird. It's just something's popping up on the screen, and it should not be there. Like, there's nothing on the camera, see? But it's right there. Come here, like a little straw or something. Oh, that's my straw. Yeah. Yo, it was picking up my... Yo, anybody that's watching this, don't mess with me. All right, so bust it, right? Me and Addict was supposed to be doing the green screen because I had some stuff set up later. So I got a whole green screen that's in the back. Now, I usually don't have the green straw. Usually the green straw is for my wife, and I have the red straw. So I'm like, what the hell is that on the screen? What the hell is that? It must be the green screen because we was trying some stuff out, me and Addict. Yo, my wife took my drink. I took her drink, right? And her drink has the green straw. So now I got to move it off the screen. But that was what it was. Oh my God. I'm sitting there like, what the hell is going on? Yeah. Don't even. And if you start clowning me, ban you. What's going on? All right, who's up in here? We got 14 in here. That's what's up. What's going on, guys? Hit that like button. That's right. Thanks, Addict. Yeah. So listen, Addict helped me in the beginning with the sound from the sound issues from last week, and I went out and I got a light source because I thought I was looking a little bit too dark. So we got Jaron Boots Ennis, right? He is the future of the welterweight division. He's coming up next, and he's fighting this dude that the guy is pretty decent. I think he's gonna give him a good test because it's the step up in his progression. But after this, they're talking about he fighting Keith Thurman. If Jaron fights Keith Thurman, that's a hell of a pay-per-view. If this boy next fight is a pay-per-view, then he's a star in the makings. Yeah, I know my straw look crazy. Don't clown me. I'm gonna have to get my wife to bring down my straw, but I don't have working with graphic guard, doing this other stuff. So I'm gonna have like timeout screens. I want a timeout screen where people really fighting. So that's what I want. So what's going on? What's going on, son? Everybody's here. It will be a firecracker of a fight. Yo, it's definitely gonna be a firecracker of a fight. Yo, who said it's a ghost? It's a ghost? Yo, you so stupid. Better not be in here because this show will be telling itself. Yo, you see my Grogu right there? He looks so cute, right? Shout out to my little Grogu. It's dope stuff. Oh my God. So right now, they're giving you Jaron Boots in his story. And right now he's warming up in the back. He's fighting Clayton. And, that's the next bout. That's a good fight. I mean, that's a really good fight. This card is a really good card. It's, a lot of times the PBC puts together really good cards with really good fighters because they have a lot of the welterweight division. What's going on? Yeah, to be on the next paper. Yo, tell me, are y'all listening to all the stuff in the background as far as this Bud Crawford versus Spence? And the fact that the pay-per-view numbers came in and Spence is commanding a huge, large piece of that pie. I don't know. I think Bud's going to have to take a short in order to get the fight. I mean, you come into the fight with one belt, right? So you're going up against a champion who has 3 belts and has been a pay-per-view sensation. I think he should, take a little, of a step back. It should be a 70-30 split. 3 belts equals, that 70 pie, and that 30 split equals, his portion, right? Oh, thank you. Yeah, Addict worked with me on getting my mic fixed. So I do apologize. First two, like, it's growing pains. We're gonna have a whole overlay, everything. So if y'all have any suggestions, you follow me on Twitter. Go on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me in the background. Let me know, yo, King, you should do this, or this stuff should happen, or whatever. And I'm definitely gonna try to implement those things. Try to have other stuff for you guys to talk about it and see and interactive. What we are going to do, we are working on call-ins. So you guys are gonna be able to call in and have a whole conversation. So right now, the drink of the evening is pina colada. Made them myself. So I use in pina coladas, you use the ice and pineapple juice, cream of cocoa, and the liquor that I use is Malibu. And the only reason why I go with the Malibu rum is because it's not a dark rum, it's a light rum, and it fits more with the feeling and the taste of a pina colada opposed to like a harder rum. It's a nice smooth rum and nothing crazy, Who's the favorite in this fight with Boots Ennis, or who's the favorite for the evening? Charlo is a slight favorite going up against Castano. I don't know why he's a slight favorite going up against Castano. To be honest with you, I would call it an even bet. I thought the last fight, it was deserved to be a draw. I thought Charlo hurt Castano more than Castano hurt Charlo. Excuse me. But I thought Castano did more work. That Argentinian brother, he was putting in more pressure, more work, and that's the first time we saw Charlo working off the back foot. And the fact that he's able to work off the back foot shows you that he's a good boxer. So that means he can fight going forward, he can fight going lateral, but he also can fight going back and up. And he learned in that fight that Castano didn't come there to lay down. So he was really relying on pot shotting and catching and pitching. And so like when he was catching on his arm, he'll flip off his arm to give a good counter. And it was really good. So that's why he caught Castano with a couple of punches. And Castano learned what he was trying to do and tried not to attack in the same manner. He varied his attack throughout the whole fight. All right, sounds great. Thank you, Attic. Let me see. Definitely sounds great this week. Who's the favorite of the fight? Told you that. Any favorite tequilas? Yeah. Let me see. We just got this new one, and that tequila was really good. I forgot. I posted it the other day. It comes in a really tall bottle. It's monolithic. It's a really good tequila. And what's the other one that she really likes? It comes in that little bottle. She has to text me. But the new one, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna post it on Twitter. Excuse me. That one is definitely the best tequila that I've tasted so far because it's not harsh and it's smooth. So, oh yes, that's good. Espanol, yeah, yeah, it's really pricey. Yo, no, it's not in a blue bottle. It's in a black bottle. Jeez, and I got it upstairs. I should tell my wife to bring it downstairs. Oh, Lienta tequila. Lienta. Lienta tequila. She's texting me because she watching it. She watching me right now. Yeah, they have different levels of it. So we got the middle level. They have another level that I think it's $150. So we got the $100 bottle, and it's a $150 bottle. That's like the next bottle after that. That bottle, we're gonna try that one. I don't know. Maybe Memorial Weekend. Never know. You never know. I know next week. Tank is fighting next week, and I do apologize. Next week we won't have combat talk because the boy needs a vacation. The boy needs a vacation. The boy needs to be doing something. So stuff needs to happen. King, have you had any Don Q rum? Yeah, Don Q is dope. It's Don Q is really good with whatever you're gonna mix it with, right? So you have to, let me get this little green thing out of the way because it be tripping me out. You got to know what you're gonna mix it with. They showing LL Cool J's at the fight. But for my pina colada, I gotta go with the Malibu. It's not too harsh. It's just right. Has a nice mix. It's a little bit sweet. So and even if you just do it with just pina, just like that, it's fine. You understand? So it all depends on what taste that you're looking for. But it's fight night. So fight night, you got a little drink, and you watch the fight with your loved ones. Usually it's some chips. She posted. If y'all can see that right there, that's the bottle. It's a tall bottle. Let me move it back or whatever. Yeah, that's the bottle of it right there. So, yeah, that's it. It's a really good, nice drink. It's nothing crazy. So like how sometimes you're doing shots with tequila, and you just like wow, you're like all of a sudden it hits you. Nah, that one is kind of smooth. So right now we got Jaron Ennis versus Clayton. Now I'm not gonna lie, Jerome is the betting favorite in this fight. But Clayton has a little bit of a pedigree, and he definitely can give him a run for his money in this fight. But because they have a mutual fight that they had with Lipin Yates. So Lipin Yates is a veteran, and Jerome knocked him out. No one ever knocked out Lipin Yates, right? So Clayton fought Lipinets, and he went to a draw with him. Jaron fought Lipinets and knocked him out. And that fight, I never seen Jaron look better than that fight. So we got something to see. So they're in the ring right now. Jaron is in the ring, and so is Clayton. He's wearing a pink fluffy collar, Jaron is, and pink and white. And, is breast awareness. A lot of guys wear that for, breast awareness support. We have to support our women. We, especially, and cancer awareness in general. We have to support, everyone that suffers with this affliction. Until we can find a way to eradicate it off this planet, we got to show some support in some form or fashion. Oh man, thank you so much. Yo, I'm living great right now because all you guys is here. We got 20 people watching. We got 19 likes. That's what's up, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you don't got nobody to hang out with on Saturday, I'm here to hang out with you, and we can talk these fights. So, all right. So, Jaron is a couple of inches taller. He's 5'10". Clayton is 5'8". They both weighed the same coming into this fight. Arm reach will be in Jaron's favor. This fight is telling because I wanted to see this fight more than a lot of undercard fights, right? This and the next fight is the main event, right? So we're at the precipice of the next fight. If Jaron knocks this guy out early, we're gonna be getting an early fight. Hit that like button. That's what's good. He said, I got you Saturday, but who got you the rest of the week? You stupid addict. Any tips on getting into boxing? How old are you? Boxing for recreation? Boxing for money? Boxing for getting into shape? Boxing for just, learning how to fight? It's a lot of different things. Any tips? Okay, I'm a casual follower, usually fights at parties. Yeah, that's right. So if you're just talking about getting into boxing, the genre itself, and not the physical sport, all right, 28. So we definitely know you're not talking about fighting for a living. And we talking about just following the sport. All I say is with anything, like with video games, with comic books, with anything, you go, you see something that you like, excuse me, and then you stick to it. You follow up on it. So if you see somebody fighting tonight and you say, oh man, I like how that dude fights or whatever, go back, check his old fights. See his old fights. See his fight schedule. See who's going to fight next. Then you start fighting that person or following that person, male or female, because there's a lot of female fighters that I love to watch, like Caressa Shields. You start watching, or Taylor and stuff. If you start watching these fighters and you start following them, then you're going to see other fighters and then you're going to see other stuff that you like. And then you're just going to branch off and you're going to go from one fighter to the next and you're going to go from one organization to the next. I'm talking about, when I'm talking about organizations, I'm talking about like PBC, Oscar De La Hoya's group, DAZN, and that stuff. Great Ramirez fight, yeah, with the knockout, yeah, definitely. So they just announced both of them, and they're trying to drag it out because I guess they weren't supposed to get to this part of the night, and right now it's still light outside. I think they're fighting in California. Excuse me. It's still light outside. Yeah, Jaron is very tall compared to Clayton. He towers over him. All right, so they're getting ready to ring the bell, and they're at their respective corners. This is going to be a lit show. I really think that Jaron probably fills him out for 2 to 3 rounds and then goes in for the kill because he's a stalker, boxer, puncher. All right, so here we go. Jaron starts with a light jab, just a feel out, and he tried to give him a leaping left hook. He's varying the jab. Jaron is top to bottom. Clayton's in a defensive posture. He's putting his hands up in the middle of the ring. Jaron is jabbing forward while he's stepping. So what they're doing right now is just feeling each other out. Jaron, every time he steps in, he moves with a jab. Fundamentals, deep boxing. And he's has the right hand set to toss, but he's not throwing it at all. So it's a jab straight in again. And he's loosening up his arms. Again, Clayton is there in a defensive posture, not throwing anything. Jaron is just tapping, just trying to find a weakness. Shout out to that super chat from Hollywood Rules. King, thanks for this, bro. Who did this for you? Facts, man. Look, listen, I needed to hang out with everybody else too. I know you dudes definitely need something to do on the weekends, and I definitely need to be hanging out with people and giving back my love. And I love this sport. So again, they're doing the same thing. Jaron trying to find a weakness. Clayton just trying to survive for a little bit later rounds in order to get to Jaron. But Jaron just did a looping right hand. If he doesn't push Jaron, it can only end one way. Right? If you keep chipping at a wall, he did a 1-2, Jaron did a 1-2. And the 2 did get in, but it lands slightly off the side of Clayton's head. Now the 1-2 is a left hand, right hand combination. Now Jaron switched to southpaw. All right, so he's ambidextrous. He can go right-handed or he can go left-handed. And right now he switched to southpaw, so he's throwing a right-handed jab at Clayton, and he's picking at Clayton's defense, but nothing's getting through. I wouldn't have never, told Jaron to switch to southpaw yet. All right, so it's a stiff jab. He tried to throw an uppercut with the left, but he didn't land. He's a very good boxer to follow and to hit your wagon to, because he's very young and he has a high skill. All right, so right now he's just jabbing. Again, very low output round for Clayton, and he tried to hit on the break right now with Jaron, but nothing. Jaron punched him in the stomach, ended the round. I give the round to Jaron because of just the pure activity of it. Clayton really wasn't doing anything. 21 watching, 24 likes. That's what's up. What's good, people? Max, what's good? You back, baby? That's what I'm talking about. So, Ennis is standing up in the corner. He didn't even really do anything to even sit down. A lot of times you don't want to sit down because you don't want to cramp your legs. That's not something that you want to do. You want to make sure that your legs is uncramped, right? Clayton is sitting down, and he's looking like a deer in the headlights. Big Cloud, what's going on? Member for 15 months. My brother, you watching the UFC fight tonight? Nope. I'm watching the boxing event. I'll watch the UFC fight later on with my wife as I go over that and start learning that. But right now we have one of the best welterweight, super welterweight matches that we had probably in 10 years. We just had the first one, and this is for all the belts. The unified champion. This is crazy. Undisputed. This is nuts. Who hit me? Yes, but I don't want those burgers right now, baby. Oh, Impossible Burgers. SP, $10 super chat. We in for some good fights tonight. Yes, we are. This is definitely 100% the truth. All right, so they're back in the center of the ring. All right, so Clayton actually tried to throw some punches. Jaron is still in the southpaw stance, so he's throwing looping right hands around Clayton's guard, jabbing in the center of the ring. They're all in the center of the ring. I don't know why Jaron doesn't just stalk him down because he's hitting them to the body and he's going to the right hand. All right, so right now they're in a break, and Clayton is trying to roughhouse him by putting his arm in his neck. Jerome circles back out to the center of the ring after the ref called a break, and Jaron is jabbing Clayton's gloves. All right, and it's a stiff jab, but he's trying to get the jab into his guard to break his guard. All right. So he throws the right hand, the right jab into his guard, and throws the left into Clayton's stomach. All this time, Clayton really isn't doing too much. Clayton tried to attack Jerome's body with a right hand, but to no avail. Jaron is backing up against the ropes now, while Clayton is probably kind of trying to stalk him, but Jaron is just baiting him in as he's trying to land the uppercut left to Clayton's face. Clayton is stalking him now, throwing the jab. Jaron is just jabbing and circling into the middle of the ring. Again, nothing really truly spectacular because Clayton isn't pushing the envelope. He needs to push the envelope a little bit further. Circle in the ring. All right, he hit him with a right hand and dropped him. He knocked him out. He knocked him out. He knocked him out with a smooth right hand. That was crazy. Listen, he is knocked out. He's stumbling around the ring. He doesn't want no more of the fight. He got dropped with a right hand, and it was very, very crazy. Wow. Great right hand. I got to look at it again. Very quick. We on to the main event, to be honest with you. Let me see. Yeah, that was a crazy knockdown. And even crazier knockout. The fact that he didn't get all right. So you ever see when somebody takes a shot and then they just realize, I don't know if I really want to be here tonight? That's what it looked like to me. It looked like, I don't know if I really want to be here tonight. So I got to see him fight somebody that is there to win. I don't think Clayton was there to win. I thought Clayton was there for the step up and give him that step up fight. And that's not the case. That's not what we've seen here. Right now, we just saw Jaron. And I told you, for the first 2 or 3 rounds, I thought it was going to be a feel out for Jaron. He was going to walk him a little bit. I thought Clayton would give more of himself, more energy into the fight. He didn't. Look, you see, Clayton, look, they're laughing. You know, they giving a pound. Good fight, great one. Yeah, whatever. He realized very early on the skill level was this high. He didn't want to take a beating for the whole night. I don't subscribe to that. I subscribe to you get in there, you give it your all, and they got to drag you out. And honestly, I didn't see that. All right. So if you want me to call BS on it, I'm calling BS on it. But again, I thought the outcome would be Jerome winning anyway by knockout. It came a whole lot earlier than I think, and I don't think the shot was as devastating as Clayton made it seem to be honest with you. Thank you. I don't know, man. You know, a lot of times, see, here we go. So he shoots the right over the top and hit him on the top of the head. Nah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I've seen people get hit on the top of the head and go out. I've seen people get hit on. Nah, I'm calling BS on that. I'm sorry. He rolling around. Nah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's what I'm talking about. It's stuff like that makes you question the integrity of the sport, because the individual stumbling around. Of course, if the ref see you stumbling and bumbling, oh, okay, I'm got to call a fight. Nah. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I hate that because I wanted to see more from Boots in this fight. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see what's good, people. Sean Ham thought that too. He said, I don't like that he got his bell rung. Yeah, I don't think he got his bell rung. Man, listen. It is what it is. But I'm going to tell you this. This ain't happening in the last fight. In the last fight, in the main event, Castano is there for glory. Charlo is there for glory. You're not going to get a BS showing from either one of them. I mean, Jaron can only do what Jaron came to do, and that was win the fight. We knew that it would end in a knockout at some point. We thought it would end in a knockout at some point. I think he's on a streak of 18 knockouts, 18 straight fights, something like that. So we figured that it would end in a knockout. We just wanted an official, honest effort from Clayton, and I don't think I got an honest effort from Clayton, man. But I really like this kid. I really like Jaron, so I won't let this taint his stuff. Because when he fought Lipinets, that fight that he had with Lipinets was a masterclass. It was a fantastic fight, and Lipinets definitely came to win. So I expected that type of effort, earnest effort from Clayton, but we didn't get that. So hopefully when he fights Keith Thurman, if he fights Keith Thurman, then it'll be something incredible that's going to happen, because I think that's a good fight that could test him and push him to the next level. And to see if Keith Thurman still got it, if he's still one-time Keith Thurman. You know, one time is definitely the best at when he was the best, you know. What's going on, Necromancer? Oh, man, for 7 months, hey, King, keep up the great analysis. How do you feel about the current matches of boxing up to the past boxing era? Do you feel MMA is surpassing boxing? No, I think it's great fights to be made all across the boards. I think MMA has a good monopoly going, in the sense that all their fighters fight under one banner, right? So there's no promotional situations that's dividing the fighters up, right? And the same thing with the managers. Usually their managers is really all linked into the UFC, except for if you talk about Bellator and other affiliates like that. But you know, the main stuff that you do watch is probably UFC. So that's the difference between boxing. Boxing, you have the PBC, you have the Zone, you have Golden Boy, and you have another fraction of promoters across the boards. Everybody wants to be a promoter in boxing, right? You have Mayweather Promotions, Tank Davis Promotions, Earl Spence Promotions. So you have different promotions in boxing. That's the problem. It's too many fractions in order to bring everything together. Now, if everything was under one banner, then you will have everybody fighting everybody. But the parity in boxing leads to difference in management because of the dollars. You'll get paid more in boxing than you would in MMA. My biggest problem with MMA is they're not getting paid enough for the damage that they're receiving. These guys aren't getting the big bucks like this guy that fought Mayweather and Abragamov and all these other guys. They don't receive a ton of cash like Conor McGregor. They don't receive a ton of cash like that. That's an anomaly, right? But in boxing, if you're in that top 2%, that top 3%, you're garnering a large pay. That's the difference. So can they surpass boxing? No, they cannot surpass boxing until financially the fighters are supported. Y'all all turn out. Y'all all look at UFC. We all see UFC. Why aren't the fighters getting paid? These guys have, their careers are very, very short. That's my only problem with the UFC. They take hella damage, don't get paid enough, and I would love for them to get paydays like, oh, 4 or 5 million. You know, they're not doing that. They're getting thousands. And a lot of fights that y'all see, y'all be very shocked at the purses that these guys do. And they have to pay for their trainers. They have to pay for their training camp. They have to pay for everybody that's with them. That's not right. Boxing structure is different. But past eras in boxing, I love every era of boxing. Everything is different. Yo, you said you're very surprised that MMA makes so little. That's what happens when you have a monopoly. When you control everything that's going on, you can dictate price. This being that there's not one avenue to show your fights and one promoter, then that's where you have bidding wars for this stuff. So there goes the price increases, right? That's not true in MMA. MMA, you can have a fight card with 20 fighters, and think about it too. In boxing, you don't have a fight card with 20 fighters. Well, you don't see those fights. They're happening, but that's for the live gates. Those are the guys that's fighting for the 5,000, you know, for a match, and those are the guys that's fighting 4 or 5 times a year to get the 5,000 here. But they also working a job, you know, until they get to the point where it pops and they can actually move forward. Let me see. It came out saying that he was getting more money. Yeah, listen. A lot of times these dudes aren't getting the money that's claimed. It's capping. Everybody's gonna cap, right? You got to front until you get it right, right? All right. So they walking Jaron back into the back. Tonight's fight. What do we think going into the fight? This is super welterweight titles. The unified champion. That is crazy. Jamel has 3 belts. Castano has 1. He's trying to get that last belt to become the undisputed unified super welterweight champion of the world. That's nuts. Castano only has to beat Jamel to get the belts. So this is a definitely a huge test for both fighters. Everything is on the table right now. This is legacy that's on the table. This is history that's on the table. This is not like the last fight. Clayton's like, I'm gonna get paid anyway. Castano has Argentina. He's bringing his nation with him, and you know, Jamel is bringing the whole Houston and the USA with him, United States with him. That place is semi-packed, and the fight is coming up. The fight is next. We're at it already. What time is it? It's only 10:40. Usually we saying this at 11:40, right? It's an early night. We got drinks. SP, what's good with the $5 super chat? And this is a great boxing skills. Who do you see giving him a challenge right now, and does he have a chin? That's the question. If he fights Keith Thurman, because they're talking about him versus Keith Thurman next for pay-per-view, right? If Jaron fights Keith Thurman, we're definitely going to find out. One thing you could say about Keith Thurman, he's not a duck. He doesn't lay down. He doesn't roll. You can't pay him to give up. He has that pride of a champion. He has that will and determination to push forward. So will Ennis bring that out? Will Ennis bring that hungry old lion in? You know, because right now, Ennis is Simba. And your boy Keith Thurman is Mufasa. Can he take him out? Can he scar him? Is it possible? I'm gonna tell you right now, if Keith Thurman land on his chin, can he take it? And we know Keith Thurman gonna try his damnedest to touch his chin. So that's a great fight to see. And I hope they sign that fight. I hope that fight happens. I think Keith Thurman needs to fight some of the younger dudes, because in his heyday, he only fought the heyday. It's only like 5 years ago. It's kind of crazy. He only fought his contemporaries, Danny, Porter, and those likes. But when he was coming up, he was looking for people. So now we're going to see if he's willing to fight Jaron. If Jaron is can't give him that good one, that good fight. And I think he can, because I know Jaron is coming to fight. That guy's 18 and 18 straight knockouts. Jaron will always bring the fire when he comes in the ring, because you can't teach him how to lose, because he doesn't know how. Keith lost, and he knows how to lose because of the Manny Pacquiao loss. He knows how to lose there, right? So it has to be something. And I think he took Manny Pacquiao light. And he didn't test Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao came in there speeding around that ring. I mean, allegedly, he's been accused of things we don't know, right? But again, Manny came in, gave him that work. But Ugas came and beat Manny. So right now, they're just showing the first fight, where I thought Jamel was lucky to get that draw. Let me tell you, man, I thought Castano did so much. All right, so, and the heaviest shots was for Jamel, but the more consistent work rate, in my opinion, was Castano. So that's where we have that dynamic, right? Power versus work rate. What does it mean? Does it mean that Castano is able to put more power into his work rate to get a better outcome, or does Jamel put more work rate with his power to get his desired result? I honestly think that Jamel can win this fight, but at the weigh-in, he looked a little weight drained. He came in 2 pounds under the weight limit, which is 154, right? So did he overtrain? Because remember, this fight was postponed. This fight was originally supposed to happen, and something happened to Castano, and they had to postpone the fight, and Jamel waited for this fight, rightfully so. So now they're at the fight. Did he overtrain? Is he weight drained? Did he train too much for this fight? And that's Jamel. Because we know Castano came in right on weight, ready. So when they actually get into the ring, what does Jamel have? Right now, he only has one glove wrapped, right? And because they didn't expect this to happen so early. This is what usually happens. You have all your promotions, everything, and they expect the fight to go a little bit longer. Let me see. Castano is not backing down. Damn sure he ain't. Jamel is going to have to let his hands go tonight. You know he better let his hands go, because the last time they fought, I said the work weight of Castano was high. Jamel landed the hardest shots. Castano won the first fight, in my opinion. He was the sharper, more accurate fighter. I wouldn't say he was the sharper, more accurate fighter. I believe that he was the busier fighter, in that they both only have one glove, one hand wrapped, and Castano's hand is less wrapped than Jamel right now. So let me see. Thurman needs to be his next. You're not late, man. Listen, man, the fight didn't even start yet. You on time, baby. What you drinking on? That's the question. What you drinking on? Today is Pina Colada Day. Wait all week to get at least 1 to 2 drinks, and that's it. A nice, and I make mine. Make my own drinks. What they got? See, they don't have anything ready. Let me see. Just in time. Hell yeah, the main event gonna start in a minute. Uh-oh. Errol Spence is in the building. All right, so he looks a whole lot better. You know, from somebody that was in a death-defying car accident, was in a fantastic fight not too long ago. SP with the $5 super chat. I see Ennis versus Thurman right now. A great setup for the next chapter after Spence versus Bud. Yeah, because after Spence and Bud, you know, Spence is gonna go up in weight and fight for the belts that Jamel is gonna probably vacate, and then you have his brother Jamal is gonna probably go up to 168 and fight Benavidez, right, for his belt. So you have all this movement that's gonna happen, and the fact that Canelo just lost, and Bivol's talking about going down to fight Canelo for all of his belts. Remember, because they fought for Bivol's 175 belt, Canelo did. And now Canelo still has, I think, his 4 belts. Is he undisputed in that division, or is he missing one? I don't know if he's undisputed in that division. I have to check. But no, I think he became undisputed. I think he became undisputed in that division. So Bivol wants to go down and fight him for his belts. He said, King, am I a bartender? No, I'm not a bartender. I could be, but I won't stand inside no club making drinks for anybody. But I would help you out on how to make a good drink. So they're talking to Errol Spence. They have to fill the time. They have to fill the gaps. Remember, they have whole promotional ties that they have to do. So they have to stretch it out a little bit. So we got a little bit right before the fight, guys. We got 38 guys in here with 33 likes. Let's get the rest of those likes up there. Let's just average out a little bit. I think this is going to be fight of the year. Yeah, yo. See, I don't ever talk about fights, really, up until that day. Right? So right now you're just getting in some filler stuff, right, to actual other fights. But I usually watch the weigh-in because I get reports on what they're doing in training camp and stuff like that, right? Yeah, everybody gets those, right? If you actually know some people, you can get that. But then when they get to the scale don't lie. The scale tells the truth. The scale tells if you work too hard or work too little, if you had an injury in or if you didn't, or if you didn't have a proper nutrition, if you didn't spend your money right. If you the scale tells it all. Can't hide from the scale. Now that they're there, now we can have a fight. Now we can have a conversation. All these dudes do speculations and all this other stuff, and the fights never happen. So they make all this content just to have something to talk about with you. All I want to do, I'm the professional fan. All I want to do is have some drinks, talk about the fight that we're seeing, and my boxing intellect, we can decipher what's going on. We can have a common interest in what's happening with these fights, right? What we expect. So him being weight drained, he looked a little gout. His face looked a little drawn in. How does he look tonight? He looked a little better when he was wrapping their hands. His chest didn't look as pronounced as I would have liked it, right? So maybe he's not lifting any weights at all in this training camp. And, you know, sometimes you don't want to have your fighter lift weights because a lot of trainers believe that it restricts their movement, their freedom of movement. So they have more of a swimmer's regimen, to be honest with you, or a biker's regimen or a runner's regimen compared to a weightlifter's regimen. Let me see. All hell ILP salute. That's right, Joe Mac. Blessings, brother. Grown Man Night. King, are you watching the Jim Gray Spence? Oh yeah, I'm watching it right now. I was watching the Jim Gray Spence interview. yo. Yo. This is out of control. I'm not even gonna go into who did they makeup for Showtime and who got these dudes ready. This is not this. No, not like this. No, oh my God. Yo, it was no way. I mean, hey, listen, I did my bid before the fight, right? I did my little just for men, you know what I'm saying? Did that. When I get a little bit older, then I'm just gonna let it rock. I'm gonna be Mike Tyson in the face. But brother, nah, you don't do the smooth face. Yo, all right, so what he did, what he did, right? What he did is he got the powder on his face, right? Like, you know how to do the powder puff makeup, right? He did that. That's one of the announcers, right? And he got his hair dyed, so his hair is jet black, right? And his skin looked extra white, so he looked like a vampire talking to the other dude. But then he don't have no mustache and no beard. He's just out here with naked face. Yeah, so he looked like a naked face vampire. I'm dead. I can't take it. I can't take it. Then you got a little dude over there that look like me when on Sunday when I'm wearing my shades. It's crazy as hell. Nah. Oh, no. No. It's impossible. It's impossible. Al Bernstein. I know Al Bernstein is just looking at these dudes like, what the hell is going on here? I love Al Bernstein. He's probably one of the realest dudes left at Showtime. He gives dope assessments. I never liked when they brought this guy in. The other guy, he seems like a wrestler. I don't even know his name. He seems like he does wrestling commentary. But that smooth face right there, nah, you gotta throw a mustache on that, B. you can't be walking around with the Vlad the Impaler face. He looks like Vlad the Impaler. This is out of control. Yo, that is sickening. Let me see. Yo. So what y'all got? Who y'all got? Who y'all got tonight? Because I can't look at the vampire dude. Who do y'all got tonight? Do y'all got Castano or do y'all got Jamel? Put a 1 in there for Jamel, put a 2 in there for Castano, and put a 3 for a draw. If we gonna get another draw, are they gonna fight that hard that they get a draw? What is it gonna be? So let me see what y'all got going on in there. This is crazy. All right, so we got 2, 1. All right. He said, Elisa goatee. Tell the truth, Shay the devil. Elisa goatee. All right. So we got a lot of 2s, a lot of 1s. Looks kind of split. Got another drawers out there. Got some drawers out there. Look a little split. See, that's how you know it's a good fight. When the crowd is split. That's how you know it's a good fight. What's the last statue? Oh, I got a couple of statues upstairs. I got 4 statues being sent to me. To be honest with you, I'm just waiting for a friend of mine to get his stuff, whatever. He had ordered a whole bunch of statues, so I'm waiting for that to go because I got a statue to ship to him, and he's sending me a whole bunch of statues. So, KOS is coming back. And King of the Statues is coming back, and that's coming back as a live show as well. And I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff with that in giving you that content, right? So, but we're going to be doing live unboxings. We're going to be doing raffles. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to have a lot of promotions. And those statues I got there, I got like 2 statues right here, right now. I got 1 right here and got 1 right here that I didn't even unbox yet. I'm finishing up the other room. To be honest with you, Combat Talk wasn't even supposed to be in this room. Combat Talk was supposed to be in the upstairs room. Same thing with the KOS. So we working on certain things because, like I told you before, I want these shows to be call-in shows. I want you guys to interact. So instead of me asking you put 1 in the chat, put 2 in the chat, stuff like that, we talking on the phone. This is what I want. I want to have that rapport with you guys. So we're going to build and we're going to grow. We're going to take this to the next level all day. Yeah. Jaron's with the KO. Oh. He said King would catch the Gemini. Great watch. Thank you so much, man. Me and Cash is mad cool. Like, the statue community is dope. Statue community, it's friends and family. It's dope. So that interview, I definitely wanted to do. We was trying to get to that interview. I got a huge interview tomorrow with Fonz. And yo, if y'all didn't know, if y'all don't know now, David Jaffe's gonna be on ILP tomorrow. I really love that dude because the PlayStation love that I have for him. Y'all get a chance to hear it tomorrow. I only had a couple of people on my bucket list that I've ever wanted to interview, and he's definitely one of the dudes on top of that list. To be honest with you, I probably have like 4 dudes that I really wanted to, have a conversation with them and pick their mind. 4 people, and shout out to Lord Cognito and Addict for being as diligent as they was, and definitely Fonzarelli for getting David Jaffe on, because he has a special place in my heart, and he should have a special place in every PlayStation dude's heart. You said I need at least one DC statue. I got 3 DC statues. Actually, I got 4. I got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and I got Aquaman. Actually, I got to take Aquaman out the box and put him upstairs. I was putting them for sale, but nobody was buying, so I'm just going to take it and just put it upstairs with the rest of them. Let me see. You enjoyed that interview? Thank you, brother. He said I'm trying to save all my ILP talk for tomorrow. Yeah. Definitely do. We these they work so hard, man. I can't lie. I gotta tell you, man, Cognito and Addict, as far as getting the people on, really, my hat is always taking off to them. Hayachi face. It's always taking off to them, man, because they go above and beyond in getting these interviews. So anytime you see me and you be like, yo, you king, you funny as hell, I'm trying my best to keep up with their work rate. Their work rate is crazy. New 2 comic arcs, Banner War and Judgment Day. All right, yo, so the fact that Thor versus the Hulk, and they doing a big spread. Remember back in the days when you used to read Thor versus the Hulk, right? And you get a book, and it'd be just like one book, and then the next book, it'd just be the continuation of the fight, or the fighters, they introduce him with the last splash page, and then the next book is the fight, then the fight is over in that book, right? Nah. What they're doing is they're doing an arc right now where the Hulk is going to fight Thor through a series of books, through the alpha and omega of it. I think it's crazy because they have different power sets right now. Thor is really super strong. His hammer is imbued with the soul of Odin, right? That's crazy in saying that by itself, right? But then you go over and the Hulk is being controlled by Banner. So in his brain is nuts. But they're trying. All right, so it's the sun is setting right now in Cali. I guess that's Cali, and right now the fight is getting ready. I know they're getting warmed up in the background, and they're about to get busy. Oh man, Brian Custer, he sharp. My man always looks sharp. All right, so they at the weigh-in, and Castano looks great at the weigh-in. I'm not lying. He looks perfect at the weigh-in, smiling, flexing. Jamal is chewing right now, but he came in 2 pounds lighter, right? And he's flexing, he's moving. He has a lot of animation, a lot of energy. But if you're looking, anytime they have those chews is to bring back to help them start to get their weight back up after because they're weight drained at this time. They're dried out. So he dried out at this period of time to make weight. He didn't even have to because he was 2 pounds under. And they should have been checking that the whole week. They should have been checking his weight the whole week. So I don't know if he went to the bathroom right before or whatever, but 2 pounds, you're not going to lose 2 pounds in the bathroom, So that's a little bit of a concern for me in this fight. And I tell you, I look at the weight. So right now, Castano is there. They're checking his shorts. Both gloves both hands are wrapped. and he's stretching. Excuse me. So he doesn't have his gloves on yet, and he's putting his gloves on now. All right. Rest in peace, Goat Perez. Suicide Kings travel to the legend. Let's see. What you mean, rest in peace? George Perez passed? Oh my God! Please don't say that. Please don't say that. Please don't say that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Rest in peace, George Perez. Oh my God. Yo, he was one of the greatest artists of my time. He did Crisis on Infinite Earths. I mean, he did a lot of books, Infinity, Gauntlet, some of those issues. Man, man, George Perez. You know what his claim to fame was? Like he could draw groups of people, right? And everybody had an individual look and an individual face. SP for $2 super chat. Hit that like button. That's what's up. We got 40 people. We got 39. We got there we go. We got 43 people. We got 40 likes. That's what's up. Yes, George Perez. Listen, I love John Byrne. I love John Romita Jr. Todd McFarlane would kill me if I didn't tell you that I loved him. George Perez, Ron Lim, Jim Lee, Jack Kirby, all these great dudes, Steve Ditko, all these great dudes. But man, to lose a living legend, that's something that, man, I didn't know. That's yo. I listen. I work a lot, man. I work a ton, and then I come home and I work a ton trying to come up with content, trying to do things, and man, that's a blow. That hurts. Rest in peace, George Perez. That's a blow. Damn. Oh boy, but we are back with this vampire talking to Al Bernstein. Al Bernstein looked like they sucked the blood out of him too. Pause. Hey. Oh. Neil Adams, definitely one of the best. What? Are you serious? Oh, hell no. Come on, man. Don't say that. All right, guys. Yo, let's get back to the fights. Let's because I'm gonna have enough with KOS for you guys. A ton of stuff. Trust me, I got a ton of stuff, and I got to reflect. But salud to George Perez and Arthur Adams. Wow. That's kind of crazy, man. That is out of control. Let me see what we're going on now. My apologies, King. No problem. No problem, man. No problem. Listen, man, we all here. Listen, this is a whole conversation. We're having a whole conversation right before the fight. There is no fight right now. But we do have, some boxing this evening, and we're going to have one hell of a fight because both fighters look like they're coming to win. Like I said, if I saw anything, any indication of anything leading into this right now, is the fact that he came in, Jamel, 2 pounds under the 154 weight limit, and Castano came in, I think it was 153 and a half. So he's right on weight. That means they was meticulous with watching his weight all the way through, up until the hour before he's about to get on the scale. So it's little things like that get the win. the attention to detail. Well, how dedicated is your team? How dedicated is your trainer? How dedicated is your nutritionist? How dedicated are you? Right? Because it all boils down to the fighter, right? So at the end of the day, we know Castano's there to hit and be hit. He's there to fight. And they talking to LL Cool J right now. This is absolutely crazy. They didn't expect that this fight was to be right now. It's 11 o'clock, and usually the main events is 11:30 and better, right? What we get out of here, what, at 12 o'clock usually? My wife always had that face. Let me see. Hard work, dedication, definitely. Tyson in his prime versus Ali in his prime. In the past, I was ignorant, right? I was ignorant to all the ability of Iron Mike Tyson. And we're talking about Iron Mike Tyson right here, right? We're not talking about Kid Dynamite. We're not talking about Mighty Mike Tyson. We're talking about Iron Mike Tyson, right? Okay. Iron Mike Tyson versus Muhammad Ali. We're not talking about Cassius Clay. We're talking about Muhammad Ali, right? We're talking about Muhammad Ali before he went to jail, right? Because I can give you three scenarios. I can give you Cassius Clay versus Kid Dynamite. Cassius Clay fought Sonny Liston. Kid Dynamite, that was before he fought Trevor Berbick for his first title, right? Cassius Clay versus Kid Dynamite. Cassius Clay beats Kid Dynamite. All right, Muhammad Ali versus Iron Mike Tyson. You're talking about Muhammad Ali right before he went to incarceration versus Iron Mike Tyson that fought Trevor Berbick, right? Before Mike went to jail. So this is both pre-jail. Muhammad Ali in a hard-fought 15-round decision. Because they were going 15 rounds then, right? Okay. Both after jail. Both after jail. So you got Muhammad Ali after he comes out of jail. That's before he does the Thrill in Manila. And Mike Tyson after jail before he fights Peter McNeely. I give Mike the slight advantage there. Even though you would say that the alleged substance abuse or admitted substance abuse from Mike that precipitated him actually getting to the whole incarceration and all that other stuff. And Muhammad Ali, we don't know what his vices was up until that point, right until after that part. So I got to give Mike going to the distance with Ali at that period of time, and that'll be a 12-round fight because we're going with Mike rules. The other one was Ali rules. So I will give Mike, and I don't think Mike knocks out Muhammad Ali because Muhammad Ali fought with a broken jaw. So I don't think Mike knocks him out, but I think Mike does enough damage in that fight to actually probably even maybe stagger Ali. Because look, Joe Frazier knocked him down, right? And that was right after he stood in jail, right? But then he came back and gave Joe Frazier the whooping of his life. So yeah, I got to go with Mike on that. So again, so that'd be 2-1. Take Mike Tyson body shots and uppercuts, cut him down, KO. Now, there's not going to be no KO. He's not going to KO Ali at all. If you really think that Mike would KO Ali, please go back and watch old Ali fights. Please go back and watch that stuff. I mean, listen, a young Cassius Clay went up against the most dangerous heavyweight in the history of boxing, in my opinion, in Sonny Liston. All right? A young Cassius Clay was out of his mind. That's why he would have beat Kid Dynamite. Because a young Cassius Clay was out of his mind. No, trust me, go watch a young Cassius Clay fight. He's absolutely ridiculous with his skills. Insane. All right, so Jamal Charlo is right there. Like I told you, like, guys, listen, his chest lacks the definition that I would expect from his chest to have, right? His abs lack the definition that I expect his abs to have. But again, it could be this training camp that has Jamel looking a little soft, but he could be, his brother's there with him. He could be just what he ate to rehydrate. So, okay. All right, so we expect a huge fight here. I just I don't know if he did more push-ups. I don't know what he did, but he's looking a little bit slimmer than I expected and than I want. I got to see Castano to tell you coming in. But what do I expect for this fight? Who do I got going in this fight? Like I said, Jamel is a slight favorite. Does his power translate? Did he overtrain and doesn't have the power? Right? Could be not. I think honestly that the power does translate. I do think maybe we get a 12-round decision with Jamel coming out winning. Do I think Jamel stops him? That's crazy. When he had him in trouble the last fight, and I want you to go back to that because he caught Castano at least 2 to 3 times severely. When he had him in trouble, he wasn't able to put him out. I don't think, unless it's a snapping hook that is not a check left hook, that is like out of the blue, catches him. I don't expect it. All right. So can Castano outwork him? Yeah, Castano can outwork him. But is it going to be the part tonight? Is tonight going to be the night where Jamel doesn't allow Castano to push him to the ropes and he stands in the middle of the ring and he dictates the fight? Because if he allows Castano to push him back, then this fight is for the grabbings, and I believe Castano can win the fight. But if Jamel actually goes in and walks him down and pushes him back and dictates the fight, I think Jamel can win a 12-round decision. Yeah, I need to see them step in the ring. What I'm saying is I see Jamal looking for a knockout. Yeah, I think both of them is looking for the knockout. I think I think Jamel is looking for the knockout, and I think Castano is looking for the knockout. I don't think either one of them walked away from the first fight with the outcome satisfactory. See, look, Castano is moving nice and sharp in the back as he's hitting the mitts. You know, this is something to behold here, because we have a fighter that has been in the ring with Jamel and he's eager to get back in to continue where they left off at. So this is something to behold. I love the dynamic between the two. One is a boxer puncher and one is a boxer brawler, right? A puncher brawler type of thing. But he has some skill to him. Castano has skill to him, so don't think and he's not a Mexican fighter. Talk about, because somebody was hitting me with, he does Mexican style. All right. So, all right. They got Jamel's robe on. So he's getting ready to walk out right now. Castano, I think, comes out first. And I think Castano is holding up everything. KO in round 6. Yeah, see, Castano is moving around nice and fluid. So, y'all ever notice how Jamel always has his head tilted to the side? Always. That's how I can tell the difference between the two. One always have his head tilted, and the other one is always straight up. That's how I can tell the difference between the two. All right, so he's there with his brother. His brother is the 160-pound champion. That's Jamal. Jamel is the 154 champion, 3-belt haver. All right, so now Castano is coming out, and they're ready. So we're getting ready to get to the main event right now. They're getting ready to walk out. We done did it. Listen, Jamel always looks nervous. Don't ever go by his facial reactions. Don't ever go by that. Don't use that as impressions to judge where he is. He always has that same look, like a worried kid at school. Always does. But gets in the ring and turns into a whole beast. His brother has a different relaxed demeanor. Completely different. Not the same. This one, he always has the eyes up and he always has that look. Don't go by that. Because I was fooled by that. Do not be fooled by that. That dude is always fight ready, 100%. Now the place is sold out. Now the place is packed. I know. I see some seats out in the back. So they probably didn't sell a venue out where they're at. And that sucks because this fight right here is better than a lot of fights that's on pay-per-view. This is definitely better than what Keith Thurman's fight that he had with Marios Barrios. Yes. Going to give him a nervous look, but he held off because he always yeah. Don't go by that look. Them boys raised to fight, man. Them boys raised to fight. Something crazy. All right, so here we go. See, look, even in the pictures, he has that nervous look. Like he always look like he up to no good. You know, you got that one kid, you go inside the room, like, what y'all doing? He always got that, huh? He always got that look, so he always, and every time, you always checking his pockets, making sure he ain't up to no good. Hey, man, what you got in your hand? What's going on, boy? So right now, right before they walking out to the ring, because they have to do the whole safety check thing right before they go down the hall. So they have to make sure that there's nothing going in. They're showing you a clip of Jamel right now, and they're showing you a clip of Castano. So we're getting to the fight, right? And this is the last safety protocols because they can't have no issues when these dudes is coming down the aisle and, coming down the hallways. They checking all the doors going through and all that other stuff and making sure the people there that's all supposed to be there walking them down the aisle. So it wasn't me. All right, so here we go. All right, so they're going in and they showing all the fights that they had. And I'm going to tell you, man, Jamel hits like a brick house. I don't know what they feeding these dudes in Texas, but they hit hard. Okay? They hit hard. I don't know what they're training on, what's going on. But them boys hit hard. So we're going to get a good one right now. And I remember when all the fights that they're showing now, and Jamel is an absolute monster. He has that concerned face, but he's an absolute monster. And you know what? Let me tell you something. To be great, you always got to have a little bit of fear. You always got to have that fear riding on their shoulder that keeps you aware, that keeps you in the pocket. Because those dudes that have no fear, that's the night they get knocked out. The night they have no fear. Let me see. Shamba Armor Brat. Got it working. Cody. That's yo. I'm not even gonna support that. Charlo by KO. Here we go. I'm not even gonna support that. King, would you let the announcer sit on your couch with all that dye on his head? On my couch? Which one? You talk about my red couch in my red room, or you talking about the gray regular smegular? I let him sit on my on Coco's couch with all that dye on his head. But I mean, I can't be shaming the dude because it got dye. I got dye in my bed, baby. Come on, man. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna be out here dye shaming dudes. And I tell y'all, every Iron Lords, I gotta make sure the bed is dyed. Get out of here with that. We ain't gonna shop. But I'm gonna tell you, he had the bald face though. What was doing it dirty was his face was bald. Oh, you got to give it up to his Argentinian behind. He got a rapper with him. He outside, son. He outside. Castano is coming to the ring with his own rapper. This is what's up. He's like, nah, I'm going to bring my boy from the club, I'm going to have him out there spit some bars as I go through. Yo. Stop that with all that. Let the gray go. Not going to happen. Not yet. I'm not willing to let it go. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up. Get away from me. You'll see. Yo, my wife was shaming me today because she went to go do something and she was like, ooh, look at that gray in your bed. I said, ooh, it's about to be gone by the time you see me. Get out of here. I don't know if it's bad, but my wife would know about that. I'm having a hard time keeping up with the rappers. little half dead, and the rest of them. Little slime man. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. All right. So Castano's in the ring. And he brought his belt. Is that the WBO or the IBF? Which one is that? All right, and here we go. Jamel is coming through. He quickly turned this into a United States versus Argentina. This is kind of crazy. Okay. He come with his brother. No frills, only scales. Little slime man. Only skills. Jamel is in here, only skills. Skills pays the bills. We outside now. They dropped their lights down low. Shot the lights down low. He got an old school robe. They don't even make robes like that no more. That joint right there is he had to capture a whole alligator and a couple of pythons. Yeah. See, he got the look of the kid that don't want to listen. You saw when the referee was talking to him and he was just like, he had the head tilt to the side. He got that look. Yeah, you see, listen, man, I'm telling you. He ain't scared. And don't be concerned with him. He got that I don't want to listen look. That hard-headed kid look. And I know all y'all grew up with one kid that was inside your neighborhood that was that hard-headed kid that didn't want to listen. There's no build-up like the championship boxing match. That's right, there ain't no build-up like that. He said he went to Africa to go get his robe. Yo, you crazy C-Mac. Yeah. He was wrestling alligators. Yo. He had the dye in his pocket. So when he got the alligator down on the floor, he rubbed the red dye on him first. All right, so, Jamel is 5'11" with a 73 arm reach advantage. Castano is 5'7" with his 68 arm reach. we already know. We already know that. We already know that Castano is the shorter fighter. We already know that Jamel is the taller fighter. We already know that he has the distance, and Castano cuts distance. He knows how to cut off the ring. That's what makes this so intriguing. You know, Castano knows how to fight, knows how to box, knows how to put his body in positions where he's going to be advantageous for him to win. Same thing with Jamel. Jamel knows how to fight, and we found out in the last fight that they had that Jamel can fight going backwards. So that's where the big intrigue is at. So they're introducing both of them right now in the middle of the ring. And it's about to get on. Castano looks happy. He looks smiling. Okay. All right. Just get to the part where it said, let's get ready to rumble. All right. Glenn Fieldman, David Sullivan, and Zachary Young. Zachary Young is from California. You got to watch that dude. Never heard of him before. Oh. All right. So the referee is Jerry Cantu. Never heard of him either. Might be a knockout. Let me see. Definitely not Bad Bunny. He said he fought Mufasa for his... Nah, man. Mufasa don't got no alligator skin. Get out of here. Yo, you crazy. Here we go. We on it. We on it right now. All right, so the fight get ready to start. They introducing Castano. I'm surprised they didn't do the national anthem. That's kind of crazy because they were supposed to do the national. I don't know. Maybe they did it early in the night. I have absolutely no idea. Brian Castano's record is 17-0 with 17 no decisions, 2 losses, 12 wins by way of knockout. I mean, no, 2 decisions. I mean, 2 draws, no losses, 12 knockouts. Pretty decent record. His wife is there, cheering him on. They put the mouthpiece in, and Jamel is there with his brother, his trainer of the year. Actually, be honest with you, if he can get his fighter to win tonight. 34-1 with 1 draw with 18 wins by KO. And that dictates that he's a boxer by nature. Jamel is a boxer by nature. You know, we have 18 big wins by KO, but the ratio is 34, his fights. So that means he doesn't go for the KO the whole time. So I don't know. That indicates a lot. So is a Castano more of a puncher? Record would indicate so. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Phase 114. That's right, we in here. Let's go. All right, so they bring them close in the middle of the ring. Castano was first there. Charlo just came in. Castano staring at him. Charlo staring at him. They got that look. All right, Castano looks a little bit fleshed out. Charlo looks a little bit fleshed out, taller. I still don't like Charlo's how his body is setting. I don't know. But I still got Charlo by 12-round decision, getting all belts. If there is a knockout, that'd be crazy. And round 1 is about to start. That place is packed. Here we go. Ain't nothing like a heavyweight fight. Let's go. So right now, they're in the center of the ring. Nobody's throwing anything. So they just looking at each other again. So Castano is doing phantom jabs, and Jamel isn't giving up ground. Castano threw a 1-2 at the air. Again, he's reaching with his jab. Castano is. Jamel is doing the same. Jamel throws a 1-2, blocked by Castano. In the center of the ring, both of them, they're just feinting. Feinting is when you move your body, your shoulder, without throwing a punch to fake like you are. They're both doing feinting jabs. In the center of the ring, Castano is giving distance. Jamel throws a 1-2 and a 3 under the ribs to Castano. Castano steps in with the jab. Still in the center of the ring here, I might add. All right, so we got Castano throwing the 1-2. Jamel staying on the stick, staying on the jab. Castano now is stepping up the pressure, doing a 1-2 to the body. 1-2-3. Jamel counters him with a 1-2 of his own. Jamel is back to stabbing him in the body with the jab and bringing it up top. Castano is throwing a 1-2, missing both shots. Center of the ring. All right, Castano goes low, comes back up, nothing, feinting. All right, and Jamel is back to sticking the jab. Castano throws a 1-2, misses. And Jamel is there throwing a 1-2. Castano tried to hit Jamel. He pushing Jamel back. 1-2-3. And Castano and Jamel. Castano just hit Jamel with a good shot. Jamel was off balance. And Castano thought he had something there. I think that was fool's gold. Jamel is trying to catch him with the check left hook coming in. Castano caught him with a jab, walking him back. Jab again from Castano. Castano is throwing the jab in the right hand. Jamel is going under the rib cage with a left hook. Jab, right hand in the center of the ring. And they're back in the center of the ring. Again, you have 1-2 from Jamel. Castano throws a knife right and hits Jamel. Back again in the center of the ring. Got a jab, right hand. 1-2-3 from Jamel. Castano tries to push it, but Jamel actually lands the better shots in the first round. That round can go to either or. I would give the round to Jamel over the simple fact that he gave more in that round, to be honest with you. I think he gave more. I think he threw more digging shots to the body. I think he countered more with his right hand and his jab. Castano did try to step in, and when Castano did step in, he did do some work. He caught him off guard. Excuse me, Jamel. But it wasn't too much. Yeah, both are following each other around in the ring. All right, so they're getting ready to start again. And right now we have no one's rushing into the middle of the ring yet. They're both in their respective corners. They meet in the center of the ring. What do we have here? Jamel pumping the jab, pumping the jab, pumping the jab, pumping the jab. Oh, right hand strong to the body. Jamel throws a double left hook, back to the jab. Castano throws a right hand over the top, tries to catch Jamel. And I think Jamel is there for the right hand, to be honest with you. And Castano just caught Jamel with the right hand. And I think he's there for the right hand because he drops his left. Jamel is throwing 2 to 3 shots up the middle to catch Castano when he comes in. But he's throwing it off of his back foot. I don't think he is throwing it with conviction, to be honest with you. So, all right. So now we have Castano step into Jamel. And again, remember, I told you Jamel had to push Castano back. Castano is still pushing Jamel back. He's still giving him that constant pressure. Jamel hits him with a 1-2, tries to back him off. Castano comes right back, stays in the pocket. Jamel jabs him to the body, tries to throw a right hand over the top. Castano's still there, comfortable and relaxed, moving from side to side, showing movement. Jamel throws a jab and a right hand and tries to throw the uppercut, the same combination he's been trying to land since round one. And he caught Castano with a straight right hand and a left hook right now. Castano better be careful with what he's doing right now. Castano is back in the center of the ring, high guard, while Jamel caught a left to the body and went to reach. That was an awkward scene. Castano throws the right hand over the top. Jamel throws a left hook and a left uppercut. Jab from Jamel. Castano's there, high guard in center of the ring, pushing Jamal back, tries to throw the left hand and the right. He lands the right a lot, aggressively so. So you have Jamel throwing jabs, again in the center of the ring. Steps back, shoots the jab. Castano is still pressuring him and pushing the left hook to the body of Jamel. Jamel throws a left hook and an uppercut. Castano tries a right hand. Jamel looks off balance or something. Jamel throws a right hand over the top, and Castano digs. Oh, Jamel caught Castano with a right hand, and he steps back. Castano catches him with a 1-2, and Jamel didn't look good at the end. If I'm going to give anything to that round, I'm going to have to say who would I rather be in that round. I would have rather been Castano. Even though Castano took up 2 punches, I thought that Castano landed some of the better shots in that round. Now, Jamel landed that beautiful left hook off of a counter, but again, it's his legs aren't looking right. I feel like it's 1-1, to be honest with you. And Castano is doing great work. The right hand is going to be a telling blow for the evening, and I think Jamel has to be concerned with the right hand from Castano, because he's landing at a frequency that is he shouldn't be landing at. So, all right, so they're back, round 3. Castano starts off with a left hook. It doesn't hit. Jamel is back on his back foot again, throwing jabs in the center of the ring. And and Castano tries to slide in with a left hook because he's trying to set up Jamel for the right hand. All right, so what you do is you give your opponent the left hook, and he hits him again with the right hand. I think Jamel is there for the right hand this whole evening. All right, so Castano pushes up Jamel up against the ropes, throws a 1-2, short hooks in close. And Jamel is back to jabbing in center of the ring after the ref breaks him up, and he swings wildly and misses Jamel. All right, Castano ties him up, and it goes back to a jab, and Jamel goes right back to the body and shoots the jab down the middle. He's giving him a lot of lateral movement, jabs. And he's trying to keep his back off the ropes, Jamel is, while Castano keeps hitting him with that same right hand. Doesn't matter if it's looping, doesn't matter if it's straight, doesn't matter. He still hits him with that right hand. And Jamel is back to the jab, and Castano is back to stalking and cutting off the ring. Good left hook from Jamel, and right back to the body, and back to the jab. He's putting in good work, and he hits him with a right hand, and he gave Castano an uppercut, but Castano went straight to the body of Jamel. It's a lot of action, and it's very high contested boxing, right? So they're right now swinging. Castano caught Jamel with a left hook, and Jamel is back. His back is getting closer to the ropes. He's jabbing. Castano catches him with a right hand. I'm telling you, I don't like the right hands that Castano keeps catching Jamel with. Jamel is throwing double and triple jabs and a straight right hand, uppercut, and right hand to Castano's face, and he steps away. Castano lands his right hand and doesn't want to be tied up, and Jamel is jabbing and jabbing while Castano is stalking, trying to land a right hand, a left hook. Castano is trying to land while Jamel is against the ropes, and he lands a 1-2. And Jamel throws a 1-2 to get him back off, but Castano stays in the pocket. Jamel is trying to land the right hand straight, but he's telegraphing it. Castano is still there, pressing him. Jamel throws a 1-2-3 to back Castano off. Castano's back in the pocket, pressing him. Constant pressure. Round is over. Give that round to Jamel. What's going on, Flame? So it's 2-1. I give that round to Jamel. You always got to ask yourself the question, who would you rather be at the end of that round? And that lets you know exactly who would you rather be, right? I would rather be Jamel at the end of that round. So I give that round to Jamel. You know, very, very, very good, high contested round. Jamel landed some shots. Castano landed some shots. I think Castano's key to his victory is Castano's right hand, to be honest with you. But Jamel has to do double hooks to the body in order to work Castano. He has to throw a jab, sell out to the body, 1-2 to the body, both hands to the body, dig the body, and work him back. Because I'm telling you, Castano is there to fight. This is the difference between the last fight and this fight. So we had round 4. Jamel caught Castano coming in with a short uppercut. Here we go. They're back in the center of the ring, jabbing. 1-2. Castano is feinting, trying to get a break in the guard. Jamel throws a 1-2 up top, and Castano shoots a straight right. 1-2 from Charlo. That's a jab to the body and a right hand over the top. They're swinging at each other, and they're trading blows. So Castano is throwing short hooks while Jamel is throwing 1-2 long shots. They're both doing it while Jamel is straight right hand from Castano hits Jamel while he's up against the ropes, and he tries a left hook right hand combination. He missed all his shots while Jamel was weaving. Jamel is back up against the ropes throwing jabs, and Castano is on him. All right, so they're back to jabbing. Castano is walking him down, throwing jabs and right hands. He's going to catch him with a left hook inside, and Jamel slides out, and he throws a jab, catches Castano while he was dipping. Back to the jabs, straight jabs. Oh, nice left hook, nice right hand from Castano. Jamel's legs doesn't look like great. Castano went to the body and went to the head. All right. And Jamel goes right back to Castano's body and catches him with a left hook and a 1-2. All right. Castano goes in. Jamel catches him with a left. They're there to be hit. Castano is throwing in the center of the ring. Jamel is back to jabbing, backing off. Castano is back to stalking. Looking like a young Cesar Chavez. Here we go again. Nice uppercut from Castano. Jamel is back on his jab, and Castano is pushing him back. All right. Jamel goes to grab, and Castano pushes him off and goes right to the body. And he's throwing punches while Jamel is up against the rope, and Jamel is looking for counters as he steps to the left, and Castano catches him with a straight right, and Jamel catches him with a 1-2. These dudes are throwing heavy lever, but Castano catches him with a straight, and Jamel catches him with a left hook. Oh, end of that round, Castano is out on his foot. Yo, Castano got hit with one hell of a shot at the end of that round. There was so much action going on. You had a lot of give and take throughout the whole round. And at the end of that round, I'm going to have to be Charlo. All right. They're standing there. Castano is getting the better of the inside shots with the shorter hands, right? But when Jamel steps out and he throws a left and a right, he catches Castano. He caught Castano right there at the end of the round with a powerful left hook. That is kind of crazy. The fight could be over if his legs is in the back, if he don't have recuperative skills in the middle of this round right now. They have to do something right now. Spit out a mouthpiece, take off a little of the tape. Castano standing up in the middle of the ring. He turns around. He looks at his corner, and he's out there. He has a little welt under his left eye, I believe, and Jamel is back in the center of the ring, pushing the fight. Castano is walking him down. Very smart. Don't give in that you are weakened or you're not all the way there. All right. 1-2 from Castano catches Jamel. Jamel goes underneath with an uppercut to the body. And Castano catches him with a right hand. Jamal catches him with a left hook. I see that Jamal is more eager to hold while Castano isn't. Castano is there to do work. Jamal will not get to hold. Castano get caught with a 1-2 off the ropes. And Jamal takes him right back in the center of the ring. Stiff jabs, and he's ready in the right hand. Stiff jabs, and he's ready in the right hand. And Castano shoots the jab, and he chases him with the left hook. All right, so they're back there again to the ropes. And this is where all the work is done. You know, Castano throws short left hooks, right hands, and Jamel catches him with a left hook off the ropes. The same left hook he caught him with the last round. He caught him again with it now. So Castano gets to do all the work, but Jamel catches him with shots in between. And right now, I don't think Castano is all the way there. To be honest with you, Jamel hits him with a 1-2. Castano keeps stalking him and going straight to his body. Right hand. Castano tries it, and he steps away. Jamel is moving a lot more in this round, a lot more show of himself with his feet, and Castano is still stalking him. He's not cutting off the ring. He's just following him now. Usually, Castano cuts off the ring. He's not cutting off the ring. So they're both trading shots, 1-2s, and he just caught Jamel with a short left and a right hand. And he caught him with a left up against the rope. And then he go into Jamel's body, caught Jamel with a 1-2 to the face. Jamel caught him with a 1-2, back up against the ropes. And they're landing and trading shots. One left hook, one right hand. One jab, one left hook from Castano, one right hand from Charlo. Jab from Charlo. And right hand, left hook from Castano. Castano got caught with a 1-2. Jamel is stalking him in the corner, hitting him with shots. Again, Jamel is walking him down, 1-2 to the head, and Castano comes back. Jamel catches him with a left, and Castano comes back to fight. Castano is throwing shots. Castano is selling out. Castano is not taking that. If I had to pick a person to be, I would be Castano at the end of that round. I'm going to tell you, it was give and take up until that point, and I thought that Charlo would have got that round, but then Castano comes in at the end of that round, and Castano puts the fire. Just when he got the pressure put on him, Castano puts the pressure back on Jamel. Oh, my God. That was one hell of a round. I'm not going to lie. I'm at 2-2 here. So far, this is some even Steven stuff. This is delicious fighting. I can't lie. They're a perfect match. That's exactly it, SP. They are a perfect match for each other. This is exactly what we're talking about in the round. This is what you want to see. You want to see matchmaking made like this. These are two champions, and they're fighting for undisputed right here. They're giving no quarter. No quarter is given. Nothing is taken. Everything is earned. Oh, man, this is it right here. All right, so they're back in the center of the ring. Oh no, so yeah. I give it 3-2. Sorry, 3-2. 3 to Jamel. 2 to Castano. Round 6. Whoa, Castano keeps throwing that right hand. Very beautiful. Anytime you get to Jamel and complain, you know you hit him with a good shot. All right, so Castano's coming in. He's heating up, and he's getting hit by these left hooks from Jamel, but he's shooting the right hand. So it's either Jamel is going to eat the eat the right hand, and Castano's going to eat the left hook. I think Jamel should have just practiced on the left hook all day long, toughening up that punch. Because right now, Castano is stalking the hell. Oh, Castano just got caught with 2 left hooks. That was insane. Castano tries a left hook of his own, and he misses, and he jabs. And Jamel isn't giving Castano anything to work off of. I've noticed that Jamel gets Castano in trouble, but backs off him to jab him and work him. And it's not the time that he wants to go for the knockout. Okay, so Castano is stalking him again. And he tried to throw a left hook from too far out. All right, so they're back and against the ropes with Castano stalking him. And he throws a left hook to Jamel. Jamel throws a left hook and a right hand back. It's a lot of movement from Jamel, a lot of jabbing. But Castano is stalking him well. He has him up against the ropes. But Jamel catches him with that same left hook through the guard. All right, so now Jamel doesn't want to hold at all, and Castano is forcing the action while Jamel is going up top with his jab and down low. And he catches Jamel with a right hand, and he catches Jamel with another right hand, and Jamel catches Castano with an uppercut. Jamel has a nice chin, but he just got caught with a 1-2. And Castano is on Jamel with a 1-2, and Jamel is missing some of his shots, and he's coming up the middle. Castano's keeping it tight and staying on him. Now he's cutting off the ring. He's not following him around the ring. He's cutting off the ring, and he's going in with his jab, and he's jabbing his way in. Castano is straight right hand from Jamel that rocks Castano's head back. And he drops another right hand and a left hook. Castano has one hell of a chin. Oh, he got caught with a 1-2. Castano is there to be hit, and Jamel is there to hit him. Castano backs off a little bit, and he comes in. He catches Jamel with a left. Oh, and Jamel catches Castano with a right hand. All right. If I want to be somebody at the end of this, they keep doing this at the end of this round. This is out of control. If you want to be somebody at the end of that round, I got to be Jamel. Yo, that's crazy. It's 4-2. Be honest with you, but he catches him with some haymakers. They are giving and taking. Yo, this is a beautiful fight. I told you this could be fight of the year as far as what they're willing to do, what they're willing to lay on the line, right? So both of these dudes is laying it on the line. You got Jamel throwing straight long right hands like that. That's outrageous. And then you got Castano still stalking him, eating the shots, standing in front of him, and getting him a left, right to the body and to the head. This is kind of crazy. All right, here we go. These dudes is fighting, and whoever's going to get this win is going to earn this win. They're going to feel this win tomorrow. All right, so they're back in the center of the ring. This is round 7. Here we go. Castano's not that eager to run across that ring like that. But Castano is back to stalking. So he's throwing a jab, and Jamel throws a jab to his body. All right, and Castano is back. He's guarding his right eye. His right eye is the one that has a little bit of the puffiness to it. All right, Jamel throws a 1-2 to Castano's body. Castano is still stalking Jamel and pushing him back against the ropes. Nice jab from Castano. All right, and Castano is still stalking. He throws a jab at Jamel. Jamel goes right back to Castano's body. And they're back to the jabbing game. I guess they both got hurt the last round. They need to take a break off. I think that's round 7 is the break. unless somebody goes in and goes for the kill. Castano is still walking him down, and he's jabbing his way in. Jamel throws a 1-2 to push him back, but Castano doesn't give him anything to hit. Jamel goes right back to the top and right back to the bottom. All right, Castano throws he throws a 1-2. Jamel hits him with a straight right hand and does not go in to finish him. I don't understand why doesn't Jamel go in to finish Castano. He gets Castano hurt and he steps off the gas. That's the difference between a lot of other fighters, right? Jamel wants a clean knockout, and he's looking for a clean knockout, and he's not pounding Castano to receive the knockout. It doesn't make any sense. I guess he's respecting Castano's ability to hurt him as well. All right, so they're back in the center of the ring again. 1-2 by Jamel. Jamel is throwing that jab. Castano's not really doing too much. He's jabbing and trying to come in with a right hand. And Jamel is, sidestepping, giving him lateral movement back to back and back to jabbing. So he's in the corner. Castano tries to unload, but Jamel steps out of the corner. Now he's following Jamel. He's not cutting the ring off. Jamel throws a jab up top, and he continues back up top. And Castano, 1, 2, 3 from Jamel. And Castano tries to come in a couple of seconds when the round is almost over to try to steal a round, but it doesn't work. And I give Jamel that round as well. Right now, he said, I see Zab Judah in the background. Yeah. Yeah, so much for walking him down. Yeah. You see, Errol Spence is telling him, what the hell are you doing, man? You got him. Knock him out. Yeah, I give it, I give it 5 rounds too. Honestly, I don't know for the life of me why the hell Jamel has him in trouble and doesn't finish off the prey. Look at that, straight right hand, left hook. Okay, and he stays on him. But, okay, that wasn't the punch that got Castano in trouble, in my opinion. Castano misses a shot, and Jamel throws a blind left hook. That was the shot that got Castano in trouble. The blind left hook is what got him in trouble. All right, so they're back in the center of the rings, round 8. And you have Castano stalking him again, and Jamel is throwing the jab and stepping back. Again, continue the same thing. Right hand, left hook. Jab. Jab. And they're just posing for each other right now. Jab, jab, right hand from Jamel. That was a weird, awkward movement. Castano is still in front of him. He throws a 1-2. Now Castano's got some pop in him. And Jamel is back to his jab, while Castano is in front of Jamel. He catches Jamel with a straight right hand. What I told you. Castano throws a right hand, but Jamel catches him with an uppercut. And Castano is there in front of him, walking him down. Jamel throws a jab. Castano comes with a left hook. And they're right there again. So Jamel is back to jabbing. Castano is back to stalking. And Castano comes back again. Jamel misses with a straight right hand. And then Castano comes in, still pressuring him. Jamel is back to jabbing. It's a little bit of a tamer round. And it's really, all right, so the activity is really conducive upon Castano's willingness to engage, right? So he's pushing Jamal back, and Jamal's throwing lefts. Right hand from Jamal over the top. Jab. Right hand from Castano over the top. Left hook from Castano. Castano tried the right hand. Jamel wasn't there. 1-2, and he's sticking the jab. Right hand from from Jamel, wasn't there. Castano tries a left hook, and now he has Jamal up against the rope. Jamal lands the left hook against Castano's head and circles out. All right, jab straight to the body from Jamel. Castano lands a right hand over the lazy jab. They're both doing the same thing. Castano is throwing the right hand, landing it, and Jamel is landing the left. I would give that round to Castano. I think Castano was looking more to win. So what I would have that would be 5-4. I believe 5-4. And got Castano only winning 2 rounds so far. Jamel's not trying to finish because he doesn't want to get tired. Yeah, that's probably the case, that he probably doesn't want to get tired and he wants to hold something in the tank, but you got to dare to be great. But I think that's more or less the respect that he has for him as a champion, to be honest with you. Because he's catching him with some hell of hellacious shots, and Castano is still there. Regardless to what, these dudes is giving 110% inside this ring, and there's some respect. Yeah, Jamal looks a little winded, so does Castano. Excuse me. 9th round. So you got Jamel throwing jabs. Castano comes out with a left hook and a right hand and misses. Jamel catches him with a 1-2 and catches him with a left hook right hand. Castano tries to get Jamel against the ropes, but Jamel throws that fury and spins off the ropes. Back to the step-in jab, Jamel, as Castano is walking in. 1-2 by Jamel that catches Castano clean in his face, and Castano is still there in the pocket. This is what I'm talking about. He catches him clean, but he doesn't finish up because, he, like you said, maybe he doesn't want to get tired, but maybe he understands that this dude could be playing possum. 1-2 by Jamel. Jamel throws a 1 and 1 straight to the body. All right, so they're back in the center of the ring. Castano is stalking, giving a lot of head movement, but not throwing any punches. Jamal throws a left jab and a left uppercut under the rib cage and spins out. And Castano has him against the ropes, trying to work. He tries to throw the right hand, but Jamal spins out of the corner. Castano tries to throw a left hook. Jamal ducks under the left hook and shoots a jab. 1-2 from Jamal, and he steps out. And he goes back up to the uppercut. And they grappling in the center of the ring. The referee breaks them up. And Castano catches Jamal with a jab. Jamal goes right back to his jab. And here we go. We have Castano goes straight to his body. Right hand, left hook. Jamal gets off the ropes by throwing 4 shots to get off the ropes. And Castano tries to land that right hand. I think that right hand was the one he was setting up the whole fight, to be honest with you. And he missed it. All right, so Jamal is in the corner. Castano is coming in, trying to land some shots. Jamal spins out. And he catches Castano with another left hook and another right hand. And they're trading shots against the ropes. And Jamal spins out and throws a couple of good shots. Nice shot to the body. Jamal comes right back to Castano's body. But Castano's stalking very, very well. This is definitely incredible stuff here. And Castano catches Jamal with a good shot. And Jamal catches Castano, pushes down. Give that round to Jamal. Jamal did more work. Castano did more following. Nice shots that Castano's throwing, but again, Castano is just stalking. And when you're just stalking without head movement, without throwing any jabs, you get caught with a straight right hand like he just did. I got to check. Yeah, it's a great fight. It's a great fight so far. I got to check who I got. I got to check the MMA, what's going on. See, they're both giving and taking. They're both landing great shots. You got one throwing the jab that's busy as hell with the jab in the right hand, and you got another one that is busy as hell with the stalking. That takes a lot of ring expertise. So it's really who you're going to give it to. But they're back up, and we're in the championship rounds now. We're in the 10th round. So let's go. They meet in the center of the ring, and they're throwing in the center of the ring. Excuse me. Castano came in swinging hooks in the center of the ring, and Jamel is throwing straight punches. This has been the tail of the fight. Jamel straight punches and Castano short punches. Jamel throws a short left hook up under, and right there, nice left right to the body. Castano is actually fighting his tail off. And he's stalking Jamel. Stalking with a nice right hand left hook. Double left hook from Castano, but Jamel's not there. Jamel throws a left to the body and throws a right to the head. All right. Oh, Castano catches Jamel with the right, and Jamel catches him with 1-2 right in the center of the ring. Jamel is going back to the jab and digging to the body. Right hand from Castano, left hook from Jamel. Left hook from Castano, right hand from Jamel. They're trading shots in the center of the ring. Nobody wants to give up their belts. Who's going to take it? So we got Jamel again, and Castano stalking him. Jamel is coming up the middle with his shots, and Castano is again stalking. Jamel is throwing his jab, but they're covered up right now. Castano throws a 1-2, catches Jamel, and he's stalking him. High guard, and he pushes Jamel back. Jab from Jamel. Castano catches Jamel with a right hand up against the ropes. Another right hand, and Jamel catches Castano with a left hook. So again, Jamel is being stalked by Castano. Castano lands. Oh, Jamel caught Castano with a left hook inside and dropped him. He is out on his feet. It's over. If Jamel is let loose, it's 40 seconds to go. Jamel is going to try to finish him. Castano's done. The fight is over. He caught Castano to the body with a left hook to the head. The fight is over, folks. This man is not going to get up. It is over. The fight is over. That is a knockout. He saved it for the last. That left hook inside was incredible. We have a unified, unanimous, undisputed super middle welterweight champion of the world, super welterweight champion of the world. Jamel Charlo knocks out Castano. Yo, that left hook to the body was sick, but that left hook up top was something to be feared. He caught him, his body said, "Excuse me?" and left. His body left. Yo, that left hook inside was so tight, he wasn't prepared for it. He got hit by it, and his body crumbled like a deck of cards. That's right. Derrick James is got to be the trainer of the year. He has to be coach of the year. He has to be. Are you serious? You got one fighter that has come back and got all 3 belts and is pushing, but then you got another fighter that is undisputed super or welterweight champion, 154, That's incredible. And to do it like that, that was a hell of a fight. That's right. You called the KO. You definitely did. I don't know if you called it in the 10th round or the 9th round, but you called that KO. I thought he was going to cruise to a 12-round decision. I thought he was going to get 12 rounds out of this. But I'm going to tell you right now, that left hook was from the gods. He caught him with that left hook. It was something serious to be seen. I'm just sitting here waiting to see it again right before we get up out of here. The drinks is on. ILP is popping tomorrow. You already know we got David Jaffe in the building, so that's going to definitely be a bomb burner. And then you got me on Fonzarelli show. That's, oh man, that's going to be one hell of a Sunday. I got to give a shout out to everybody that pulled up with Combat Talk. You guys make me make sure that I do this. This is what it is, man. This is what it is. Remember, next week is no fight next week. XP, that's what's up. $10 super chat. Fighting is spiritual. Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is, sir. 100% is spiritual. Emotional. Connecting. Look at this. So right there, Castano did that, and that left hook inside was nuts. Castano's body just broke down. The left hook inside was absolutely bananas, and he broke down. But then the left hook to his body in the next sequence, because they keep showing the uppercut, left hook, uppercut, left hook. There it is. It smashed in, and I told you it was the left hook that he was kept landing with Castano, and Castano, his ability to win was the right hand. I gotta see the next knockdown. Yo, let's give Castano a round of applause because your man got up. Your man got up. Yo. Your man got up. He got up off of that. Not too many dudes would have got it. Speaking of that, Jaron Ennis just fought Clayton. Clayton didn't get up off a shot that didn't even look nothing like that, right? So let's be respectful of this champion that was there to fight. Let's be respectful for that champion. 100%. Jamel Charlo. All right, so this is right here. Right hand, left hook. Oh, the left to the body. Castano just got pushed right over to the side. That was absolutely nuts. That was a fantastic fight. I got to tell you guys, man, thank you again for coming through, hanging out with the King. This is Combat Talk with the King. This is fantastic stuff that we got going on here, man. Truly respect you guys. Let's give you this as we get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Presents the featured event of the evening. As tonight, presented Boxing After Dark.
Fight talk, can't hit a thing with the lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Fight talk, can't hit a thing when your lights off. Can't talk heavy with a light jaw. Might win, might lose, or might draw. Welcome to the Combat Talk. Haters in love with a comeback salt. If you really want it in the ring, I gon' send a contract off, knock his contacts out. You a field mice trying to take a viper. Ain't no competition in the ring of cipher. Cause I'm spitting venom and I'm swinging fire. Talking pickle peppers, make them pay the piper. Cause I might go left like a rude discussion and deflate your chest like a boob reduction. You be talking like you want a new concussion. Send a dude a custom attitude adjustment. These are fighting words. Better give me that respect that I deserve. For another knuckle sandwich I would serve. Have him tipping, moving like a tire swerve. Out here acting bad, think he Michael Jackson. Even got his one and only homie capping. You a phony homie, now you owe me action. Have him singing Tony Braxton. And they all wanna talk for attention, but the fame only lasts for an instant. Mama got hands, so I'm bred for the tension. I'ma leave him red, you can dance to redemption.